Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, how is your day?
Good.
Yeah,
How about you?
what's the latest news so far?
Um, I practice a lot and I think I've gotten better, but still some things to work on.
Of course, yeah. What kind of concepts you been practicing so far?
Off angles, been trying to do that. Um, I don't really know what else. Just trying to get better at my aim and positioning.
I see it. Did you look to practice supporting active angles on your team as well?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, how that went for you overall? Maybe any difficulties with taking off angles, enabling active angles?
Um, don't know. I guess flankers are kind of annoying, but I'd say it was fine.
Yeah, would you say that flankers are a lot of times killing you, or what is that about exactly?
I'd say half the time. Usually I TP away or throw some kunai at them or anything.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, we might go over that a little bit more. I think there are a lot of details about off angles which might be helpful, so you can just maintain those longer and able to deal with flankers too. Okay, anything general you notice as well? Maybe any sort of pattern? Maybe anything else in general what's been difficult besides what you mentioned?
Um, can't think of anything right now, but if I hop in a game and it comes back to me, I'll let you know.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can always make some notes as well, just in case if there are gonna be some
Okay.
difficulties, maybe any patterns you notice, any problems, you can always leave those in the Google Doc I sent you. You can freely edit that doc, maybe have some questions, just
Oh, okay.
put those in there. But yeah, well, we can just see how the improvements so far and any games we can start with. We can just briefly overview, and then later we can do a live session. We can just look at how you implement stuff. Is that sounds good with you?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any game we can start with and just overview?
Let's see. Hmm. We'll do this one. Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay, got the code, and I'm gonna screen share. Okay, let's take a look. So, what do you think about that game? What's been difficult? Yeah, maybe any problems or stuff like that.
Um, kind of a weird game. I don't think my team really knew what they were doing because they were way overextending, and I was trying to stay on point. So I really don't know what else I could have done, but you can take a look at it and point some stuff out.
Sure. What do you think you should be doing in those cases when your team is overstanding? Usually, what are you usually doing?
Um, I guess I should stay with them, but I wanted to push point.
Yeah, exactly. What you mentioned, what you mentioned before is exactly what you want to kind of pay attention to more. I would not say it's bad to exactly push the point, but making sure we win the fight right in the moment when the enemy team is actually pushing, when your teammates are being active, is quite important,
Mhm.
especially in
Oh,
characters like Kiriko or Juno, because you have so much mobility. You can always go from one point to another real quick, and just being in the fight, being present there is really important. But yeah, we
mhm.
can take a look. Can you see my stream just fine? Is it working for you?
Yes, it's good.
Okay, and can you remind me what is your name in here?
Uh, Cornelius.
Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, for you as a Kiriko, because you're pretty mobile, there's really important how you abuse the fact that you have that mobility, making sure we go on the angle, making sure we control those good angles as well, like those more flanky-ish sort of off angles, and just to establish the pressure from there, basically. So something I noticed right away is
Mm.
if we just dive deeper towards the off angles, because in our initial was intro session we talked about how you want to simply take off angles on the map. Yeah, you want to try to go somewhere on the map, try to maybe get in the position away from your core. Yeah, let's say here
Mm.
you have the main core, they going usually this way, they have this main lane, and you use a Kiriko, it can be somewhere away from your core. Okay, what I usually like to do is just simplify. You're maintaining angles on three steps. What you usually need to do is you need to take a position, you need to make sure you just walk in there. The next step is making sure you're in control of the position. That is where maybe something like tracer, the enemy tracer comes in, maybe they're somebody will try to contest you, generally speaking, because the enemies they also try to take those positions, try to take different angles, and in here you're just getting rid of the threats. And once you got rid of the threats, you can freely use the angle. So you just three-step sort of rule for any character usually. And in here, what we're missing is, well, first is how you take a position. It feels like instead of just instantly getting in a position, you kind of just walk simply. And my question is there opportunity for you to just get on a bad angle? Yeah, is there opportunity for you to use your TP simply to get on the angle? What do you think?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you could be doing that. Yeah, who you could TP to and when?
Um, I guess somebody that's in an off angle and kind of
Hmm.
help them a little bit.
Who that would be on your team?
Um, I forget who was there.
This is Ryan, Tracer, Mercy.
Tracer, I guess.
Tracer? Exactly. Exactly. And see what a lot of times happening, because you have this time before the fight. Typically, you will have your first set of cooldowns, your first mobility tool. In this case, you have sweet stop. You can just TP from one location to another. You will have it use before the fight starts, but then later you will get it back and you will be able to use it as a defensive tool. And you can see, because
Hmm.
we're not even in a position yet, because you're so far, you're not able to
Okay.
enable this angle first. And then is a second thing is we're not able to set up. Yeah, we're not able to establish a lot of pressure. Maybe if you would be with that trace angle just a little bit, maybe not necessarily walking in the same direction with them, but just slightly enabling that from this side, or maybe even if you choose this side also might work. But it's just because you enabling those active angles, because you use that mobility, it helps a lot. Yeah, see how far we are. Yeah, we just not set up for the fight properly. Okay, so this is your first step, kind of use your mobility. I'm gonna write it down. Yeah, you need to use your swift step usually at that
Hmm.
first stage. And yeah, let's just watch how it's gonna be right at the start of the fight. Yeah, we trying to support the Twind because the Tracer died, and see, this is where the second step comes in. You have to be aware of who might contest you. And the first fight, it might be complicated. I think it might be because you need to get some information on the field. You just need to look around, you need to check who might take an angle, but this is still really important. If you look at the enemy comp, who do you think might usually contest you on the angle? Well, at least where you are here. Yeah, let's just start with that. Yeah, who do you think might just shoot you away from the angle? What do you think?
Soldier.
Soldier. Okay. I would also maybe say Venture could also technically be there. This still feels like more of a soldier angle to me, because there's a more longer range. Yeah, there's more open sideline to use, and they will try to take advantage of that. But there also might be something like Doomfist. With those characters, though, something like Doomfist and Venture, you usually expect them to be fighting at a more shorter range, or sometimes in closed areas. It's just Doomfist, he likes a little bit more of openness as well, open space where he can easily get out. But Venture is definitely enclosed space, stuff like maybe to just give you an example, this room in here, or maybe we in this room in here, or even this space. That is where you might meet the Venture. But see, you have to be ready. Okay, because you want to be in a control of the angle, you have to be ready with your pressure. So this is the time for you to simply not only support this angle with the healing, but also be ready to do damage and shoot this. Yeah. And then my question is, how can you position to make sure you in control of this angle? Let's say we expect the soldier to come in this way, and you're positioned near B, this sideline here. How could you position to make sure that you deal with that angle in a more comfortable way? What do you think?
Um, Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, do you want me to repeat that question?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So if we expect this rat to come in from the angle A, the soldier here in specific, how could you position to be able to easily deal with them? What do you think? Maybe anything could have done to stay on this angle longer as well. Stuff like that.
Maybe take cover or Suzu if I really have to, if I'm about to die.
So, yeah, sure, Suzu might be helpful, but I think the first thing which you mentioned is even more helpful is how you use cover and
Mhm.
how you would like to use cover here if you play against soldier. What kind of space you could use to your advantage? What do you think?
Against this soldier, I guess this little wall kind of in the middle, in between the health pack and the gate.
I think this is decent. Yeah, this can
Yeah.
work. This cover here. It also might be even this could work, but I think the space in the middle is comfortable because you can also
Yeah.
grab this HP back. You can maybe walk a little bit this way and just try to challenge them. And that's why there's a big emphasis when you're trying to contest angles. There's a big emphasis on cover. There's a big emphasis on your cover usage. Maybe to just let's just continue. Let's just continue and see. Be giving you some more examples of those ideas. Yeah, first we need to set up. Yeah, first we need to get in position, and then later try to contest the angles, try to control the angles, control the position. Yeah, we're resetting now, and see the same thing. Yeah, we need to use your swift step first. Just get in position. Use your swift step. Maybe TP towards that venture or TP towards that Orisa. Ideally, if possible, I think you're just slightly out of range. Maybe you still.
Yeah.
I think yeah, just
I think
slightly.
I think I was trying to, but I was kind of far
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Well, yeah. Eventually we did. Yeah. It's just finding as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. I think it's even better if somehow you're able to get the tracer, but because we were out of range, that's also okay. Just to pin towards the Orisa and then setting up your pressure. The team dies there a little bit too early. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
hmm But the steps are gonna be pretty much the same. You will need to find a way to push the enemy angles away. Just make sure you're in control of the angles. Okay, let's watch this one. We setting up on this high gun over here. Okay. Shooting that venture away. Sure. Yeah, what do you think about your position in here during this fight? Is this position is good enough, or maybe there's even better one to hold? What do you think?
I think this is fine right now. I kind of got cover, and I'm healing my team, and I can shoot. Uh, don't really know what else I could do here.
What? Because I'm seeing it as a. Could you take, because you have a mobility, right? You use a Kiriko, you can be almost anywhere and try to go deeper angles a lot of times. Could you take a different angle which splits the enemy attention even more? Could we just maybe still keep playing over here, or maybe even move over there? What do you think?
Could be a good spot.
Yeah, it could be a good spot. So, and this is something I want you to prioritize constantly instead of even when you're in danger or just in general, yeah, do not fall back towards the main lanes, but try to also rotate from one angle at a time. Yeah, always be in that cycle of taking a position and then later making sure you're in control. So even there, yeah, you can follow that cycle. You got a position. Now the next step is making sure you're in control, and then the next thing is just use the position. I think even here it's still possible for you to kind of do some damage towards those guys, so it's not too bad. But if you recognize that for whatever reason you need to change the position, then follow that cycle again instead of kind of being stuck in the main. Because here it
Mhm.
feels like, well, it's okay. It's okay to support that Orisa, but make sure you set up first. Always make sure you move from one angle to another. If you decide to switch this to maybe this or maybe eventually do this. Make sure you get in position first and then do something later. Because this is gonna split the enemy attention. Okay, this is gonna be
Mhm.
splitting their fire. And you will also force those enemy angles. See that venture there? They will
Yeah.
try to challenge you. They will try to maybe, let's say I'm here, they will maybe try to challenge you. And this is what you want. You want to drag the attention, and because they are going towards you, they're not going towards the rest of your core, and you have the mobility, you have and cover, which allows you to stay alive. Cover is the first emphasis though, so you would play maybe really close to this doorway, just shoot that venture, and maybe shoot that Doomfist as well. If they go on you, once you get half HP, you can use a Suzu and then just TP out. You can TP towards somebody. But usually you need to try to rotate between the angles. That's what I notice. It's really good support on Orisa though. She's the most active, I think.
Mhm.
But you just need to do it from slightly different position if possible. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Supporting Life Fever is under a lot of pressure. Maybe you can put more emphasis right after you know your Life Fever is not in danger. You can just set up on the angle right away. Think, okay, where can I be? So I will, yeah, you will just have this more off-angle potential, but also try to try to split the enemy attention. I'm thinking, because the fight is over, how could you use your sweet stop to your advantage? Where could you TP to, maybe? Or is that even possible to TP to somewhere to just get advantage out of your sweet stop? Yeah, what do you think?
Right now,
Yeah.
think I'm good where I am because I need to push point, don't I?
Uh, let's say let's put it this way. You could be pushing point, but the same could do other guys too. Okay? And my question is, do you really need to be on point, and could you be doing something even more useful besides pushing the point right now?
Mm, maybe helping my Hanzo because he's
Yeah,
kind of overextended.
exactly. Yeah, this can be bigger priority, and I'm thinking this is also allowing you to snowball the enemy too. You might get the staggers, but we're just thinking through the lens of the fight is over. Take advantage of your swift stop and setup. Yeah, use your swift stop to set up, and then later you get it back for the actual fight. That's what I want you to try to do more continuously. I always try to take advantage of your mobility. I'm thinking if there's nobody pushing the point, nobody can push the point. Like there's no risk, maybe there's no tracer. All of them are pushing. Yeah, maybe Life Fever they are not pushing as well. Then I'm thinking you're probably fine with pushing the point, but then make sure it's not your priority though. I would rather think about map control first. Yeah, think about how to win the fight or actions you can do before the fight. It's just how we
Mhm.
set up, how we get in a position, stuff like that. Yeah, so far, does all of what I mentioned so far, does it make sense or any questions?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good.
Okay, perfect. Now let's watch. Because this is something we could maybe get a kill on even right there. Yeah, maybe you get the Mercy, maybe you just get the Doomfist out as well. Maybe force more of his cooldowns, stuff like that. Because now it feels like we're really out in the open. And this is again kind of this main lane here. And this is what happens. You see that Doomfist, he's gonna slam all of you guys. Literally slams that Tracer, he slams you, and he slams Sarissa. But if we would play maybe over here or like over there, then it would just split his attention. Yeah, and it's because you done the setup. You just done something before the fight first. Hmm. Okay. And the another thing is you don't benefit out of sweet people on point on this push mod, so it's totally fine. If you have one person to... Actually, even on just normal escort maps, it's always more beneficial if you have one person on the point, usually, unless you're really close to capturing an objective. If you realize you're really close, okay, yeah, we just need a few meters, then having Svi on point, it's more beneficial. Okay, let's switch to the next fight. And this is where again you can maybe sneak in slightly more value. Even now, if you can't TP to Tracer earlier, I think that's okay because this helps you set up. This helps you set up on I think where you're gonna be. Well, most likely you will be fighting this area, yeah, because the barricade is here. So we'll just get on the angle right away. See what I'm saying? You're just gonna get in a
Yeah.
position, but then after that, play defensive. Play defensive in a way that you will not die because you don't have your Suyu step. Of course, Suzu might be useful, but you just need to be careful right after you've done the rotation. You just high uptime this way, yeah. You can definitely set up with the trace and enable them as well a little bit more, and potentially if you have that a good ultimate coming from different angle. I think it always works. Maybe you can also set up here if you like. Sometimes if your team is coming this way, you just off angle. Yeah, off angles can always be deeper potentially, if possible, of course. But I don't think it's too bad of a decision. It's actually a pretty good decision to enable your active angle, your active tracer. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like we kind of been not in the best spot, so just
Yeah,
maybe
I
not.
felt like that was kind of a bad spot as well in the moment.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to use the ultimate there too because of that. It's
Hmm.
understandable though. When your teammates die first, like what do we do? Yeah, do we use the ultimate? Typically, it's okay if you have one teammate dead. It's okay to use the ultimate.
Okay.
Ultimate usually equals, you can simplify it to one ultimate equals one kill, so it makes it easier. I know that every ultimate is different, and every ultimate is just one ultimate is high value compared to another. Well, maybe Tracer Pulse one was not as high value compared to your Kiriko ultimate, but if you simplify it to this, if you have 4 and they have 5, and if you use ultimate because it usually gives you enough of advantage to win the fight, then this is good thinking. Yeah, you can always, yeah, even though somebody's dead, thinking how to initiate. But first, we need to fix the position. Yeah, this position has such a big impact on what you do. Lacked in information too. It's just what we mentioned before. Yeah, if we trying to challenge the angle, if we're trying to go somewhere, you need some expectations. And see, you see right now, it's just so risky because we've done no setup. You're just getting randomly punched by that Doomfist in in the face here. But where could you be? Where could you set up if you want to start your ultimate and still get the most out of it? Yeah, what do you think? What kind of angle it could be taking at the moment?
Um, Maybe in that gate, kind of in the middle, kind of behind a wall, maybe, and then I could Kitsune there.
So it's towards this
Yeah.
or A position. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Once you went on A, what do you gotta keep an eye on right after? What is your next step?
Um, Keeping my team alive and maybe people coming from the right.
If you follow this, take a position, control the position, what kind of strat you gotta be aware of when taking that position on the right side? And see, that's coming your way too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess keeping an eye out for that. People coming that way.
Yeah. See, it's just really important step, so you will not use your ultimate too early sometimes, or too late. Yeah, depending on the situation. It's just you need to put a lot of emphasis on dealing with those guys because you will know they will go on you. You might even scare them away because they commit and then use the ultimate just kind of for yourself a little bit more. It's definitely fine too. However, Kitsune, yeah, your teammates also need to get some value, so we can Kitsune towards them. Yet maybe
Hmm.
create this direction here, or even from here, if you have this position, more flanky position established, this is even better. But it can be done if you just scared those angles away. Yeah, maybe you didn't. Okay, then you can play from here. But if you did, then you can take a deeper angle and start with your Kitsune. You can just create a pass, which allows you to just have that crossfire while keeping everybody affected by the ultimate. Because you create the pass, it's just different. It's not like pass from here, which is linear, A to B this way, but it's more from flankish option, like A to B, kind of more flanky-ish ultimate coming from behind, if possible. It's not too bad of a decision a lot of times. Yeah, so creating the pass not from the back line of your team, but you can also create the pass from kind of more frontline position towards your team. So it's just a little bit different, but still this can work. Same way. But it's okay. I guess with this one, it also feels that if you're on the main, you might be forced to use your ultimate a little bit too quick because there's a lot of pressure on you, like that Doomfist punch. That puts a lot of pressure, and then a lot of people,
Mhm.
they just kind of panic. They don't know what to do. This one is interesting example. See, you actually push the point, and the rest of the guys, they push the right side. Yeah. The question is only when you TP out, because now you're alone. I totally get it. I think you probably should be pushing the point, but what matters is when you join those guys. Yeah, so I think this is good. This is good. You join Dorissa. You recognize there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, what do you think about... Is there a better target to TP to, or Orisa is fine? What do you think?
I TP'd to Arissa because she was critical,
Yeah, she's
but I
low.
guess I could have TP'd to a teammate behind her maybe, so I wasn't in the middle of everything.
Yeah, maybe just slightly better, because I think
Yes.
whenever you end up in the open, that might be difficult. You might even consider, if you have the range for it, people taking off those off angles related to the space. With Orisa is maybe you have enough range if your hands is here. Okay, this is good. Just in this case, it seems he's out of range, but it could be possible. Yeah, just emphasizing our previous ideas, setting up on off angles. If possible, go there. Here, not as possible, so TP to Cass and just make sure you heal that Rissa. But here you have some cover, and remember, we're following those 3 steps rule. It's not always ideal, but we take the position first, so you TP it in. Later, when you're in a control position, there's big emphasis on cover. How you use cover to deal with threats. If anybody's pushing you, then you have the answer as a cover. But if you're more in the open, then you're forced to use your Suzu or just defensive abilities a lot of times too early. Suzu is understandable though, however, you shouldn't be forced to try to actively dodge and instantly wall climb, which is a good decision in here. Yeah, it's a good decision to wall climb, but maybe you would not do that if you would set up differently. Yeah, stuff like that, just small things. Pushing the point here is fine. If you know you lost the fight, I don't think there's much to do. Yeah, you got the point even, the checkpoint.
Forward spawn as well.
Yeah, it's great. It was a good decision, I think. Okay. Now, same stuff again. You could be using the DP. I'm thinking, go towards the fire, go towards the Cassidy. Get
Okay.
yourself in a position. Don't wait. Yeah, you have the time before the fight. 7 seconds cooldown, you get it back before the fight starts.
Mm.
Of course, we want to have treat it this way as if you know the fight is about to start and you used your TP already, it's probably a bad thing. But if you have time before the fight to set up and you can get the cooldown back, it's usually good. Yeah, when your team just starts walking, you have enough time. Actually, even in here, when your wrist is fighting, I don't think it's too bad because the fight is still gonna develop. It's not too bad to quickly look and set up on some sort of angle, but you could be doing that before even stuff like that. Okay, I'm thinking to just emphasize what I mentioned. I just want to share a few examples with you, and we can do a game after. I think, yeah, just try to do a game and try to implement some of the stuff, and then we're gonna do some analysis after. Is that sounds good with you?
Sure. Hmm.
Yeah, let me just show you something just to emphasize the ideas. I just want you to look at this here might be good. I usually use some of the examples with my students. Someone, just any top of 100 streamer, really, and this might be a good one. I think this is FD God on the Kiriko. We talked about how we need to take a position, and after that, control your position. So good cover. Yeah, mainly we mentioned that. Yeah, good cover usage, but also scouting. Scouting really matters. Scouting is something you should be doing before. Ideally, you should be looking for what kind of threats are contesting me. That's it. That's the only thing I want you to try to emphasize. Yeah, be ready for threats to go on you. And in here, well, just watch this guy. I think, especially on attack, it might be really useful to see how they're taking angles, how they just trying to get in the position. Yeah, this is typical Dorada game here, and people a lot of times control those high grounds, this position A, this position B, and it's important to be dynamic with the positions. We can see that the hog is more active with his angle, so we're trying to help him, try to just maybe heal that a little bit, but we also stay on our own sort of off angle, not exactly with the rest of our core. Even in here, when supporting that hog, yeah, we still kind of use that doorway there, and as much as possible, put in some pressure, yeah, put in some damage, and
Mhm.
later, let's see how they do that as well. Yeah, once the fight is over, maybe they start taking different position. They start taking this route building here, and see there's a big emphasis on cover. For example, if I know that Kiriko is gonna challenge me, ideally should try to scout, or maybe there's somebody else who's trying to challenge you, like Genji. Big emphasis on cover. So see, they try to use that ledge here. They do some wall climb jumps, so they will try to get to the Kiriko, but it's important that we not overuse our abilities. We kind of have those saved for the actual fight, and maybe even force the enemy to push us. Yeah, think about it as a, if enemies are forced to look at you, the enemies are forced to just push you, then you can easily bait their abilities. Yeah, so they try to stay on the angle as much as possible. See how they hold that. Yeah, they have this off angle option, kind of similar to one of the examples before, which we talked about. Yeah, the one where you could have held high ground. Yeah, you use that, but then be ready for the swords to challenge you. See, there's a big emphasis on cover. There's more horizontal cover now, so they should be ready to break the line of sight with the enemy if they're getting pushed. They're not getting pushed though, so they're okay. They're still staying on the angle comfortably, doing shooting, maybe healing later. If the positioning of your teammates changes, yeah, you can change the off angle. Yeah, why they decided to be is because the fight is now gonna take place under the choke, so you can take a different angle. Maybe we can use this side here, A, or this side B, and again, be ready to be contested. Let's just watch. Maybe I think eventually this is gonna happen to just show you when they're gonna be contested. They start moving. This can also work actually. So you have some guys here, somebody's over here, A, B, and we at this different angle. See, this can also work. Yeah, let's see if they get in pushed eventually. Probably they will be getting pushed by something. Maybe there's a torp. They start giving up a little bit more space and might seem like, well, they're in the front line now, but eventually they lean towards another angle, towards the right side. So they're not staying on the main lane a little bit too long. They move towards the right side and it's just free shooting. Nobody's challenging them though, which is good for them. I'll just maybe find a part where it's I think one eventually it might happen somewhere. Mm, yeah, maybe stuff like, yeah, there's this ultimate. Yeah, just right after this one, I believe there was a good example where they hold around the second point. Okay, this is also just them trying to reset. Yeah, this can also be when you get in snowball. Think about how can you maintain the your better position if possible. Yeah, your off angle, unless there's a important trigger for you to give up the position. Maybe somebody is critical, or maybe somebody is really you recognize your teammate's positioning changing. Like here, this guy's critical, so yeah, they start giving up the angle. But if that would not be the case, it might be even possible to just hold in there. Okay, and see, we instantly ready. Like maybe this is not as a good of example, but you need to be ready for this to be happening. Yeah, right after the TP, we always want to be ready. Who might challenge me? Maybe there's a surgeon in front of you. Okay, let's shoot that surgeon away. And also, if there's gonna be a lot of damage on you, you need to be ready to use the cover. See the emphasis on cover, how they lean towards the left. Yeah,
Yes,
maybe
yeah.
if there's a lot of attention, they can instantly wall climb. So stuff like that. That's it. Yeah, maybe if there gonna be any questions or you want more examples, I can also show those later. But I think this is good, kind of brief look at what you need to do. Yeah. Do you have any questions so far about all of that, or does it make sense?
Yep, makes sense. Hmm.
Okay, let's do a game. Let's just try to take a position. Make sure you stay there. Emphasis on use your sweep step early. Yeah, get in a position and be ready to control the threats. I would say that. Yeah, just kind of two steps.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get in the game.
All right.
Right. Gonna watch your stream. If you've warmed up as well, if you're okay with doing competitive, might be better. If you're not, then roll
Okay.
queue, quick play is
Yeah, I
fine.
was playing some games earlier, so I think I should be fine.
Yeah, then let's do that. Yeah, let's do competitive. How you warm up usually? What do you do for warm up?
Um, I have a few. I have the Voxta warm up, and then I picked up this one I saw on a YouTube video. I don't know if it's any good.
Kiriko training might be good. What does it do exactly?
Here I'll go into it. It's got a couple things where you gotta Suzu, and if you're in a Sigma Flux, you can Suzu yourself as you're going down.
Hmm,
Or stuff
interesting.
like
So it's just more reaction time on the pressure.
Cool.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
got stuff like this.
I think it can be used. Yeah, if you notice you struggle with the timings of the Suzo, I think it might be useful actually. Why not?
Hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I would do a little bit of this, maybe, and then also Voxta is fine, definitely. For the just normal warm up, just trying to shoot the your kunai shots, yeah, normal fire. This Voxta is really good.
Hmm.
I also recommend if you're able to find some of the lobbies, because a lot of people that are just not able to find those, try to do some tryhard FFA. Usually you can find tryhard FFA lobbies if you just go on custom games. I mean, I can show you if you like. You can just
Okay. Yeah,
you
I
can.
was looking for some the other day, but I couldn't find any that people were doing.
Oh yeah, we probably talked about that too. Yeah, warm up. Okay, yeah. If there's none, if there's no lobbies, then just do the
I
Voxta.
did, I did, just like the arcade deathmatch
Okay,
the other day,
yeah. This
and it has
can
people
be
that actually try. It's better than the loading deathmatch
for
where
sure.
people are just trolling there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's just because you under constant pressure, you definitely just trying to challenge those other people, use cover actively at the same time. I think it's a big help. More frequent duels, you just warming up your mechanics. This is
Hmm.
always good. Okay. Yeah, you can do Vaxa meanwhile if you want, or you can also do the if you find I heard FFA, you can do FFA, but yeah. Try to practice your crosshair placement so you don't flick your mouse as much, but kind of place your crosshair in the target and do small readjustments rather than trying to flick from all the way to the left to the right. Yeah, so sort of
Okay.
just try to track the target a little bit more in the way and then shoot, because this way your aim becomes more consistent. It might be also that you need to make some sensitivity readjustments too. I
Okay.
actually for this I recommend you can do it later, but I'm just gonna
I
send you
have,
hmm?
I think I have 800 DPI on my mouse and this sensitivity.
800 DPI and this sensitivity. It's gonna be 8,800. Okay, yeah, I'm
What do you
thinking
think?
it might be a little bit too high usually on average, because again the
Okay.
mouse sensitivity is the tool. It's not like must have, but at least for characters like Kiriko, because those are short range, and from what I see now you probably will need to consider lower sensitivity, but you will not just lower. I would not do that. For now you can just maybe keep your sensitivity as it is, but later just go through this. I'm gonna send you the it's gonna be this website. It's good. We'll go through that later, just after the game. I will put in the link, but after the game, I will explain how that is gonna
All
work.
right.
Yeah. For now, just focus on make sure you get in a position, set up on the off angle. It's gonna be more flanky-ish one, and we later be ready to challenge the threats. Yeah, just watch out for the threats. Emphasis on
Okay.
cover. Yeah.
So for this map, I usually stick around this area so I can heal my team and kind of throw in some Kuno at the same time. And I have cover right here.
You can
So what do you think?
try. It's either top left. See that all the way left high ground. There, you can
This
go
one?
even deeper if you like. So yeah,
Okay.
it's just basically around the statue. You can play around the high grounds here,
Okay.
or you could also try the hotel on the right side. It's one of the options. Because if you on the main on the same side might be not the best. Sometimes watch out for the widow.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stick here.
Yeah, you can use the hotel as your off angle. This is main lane. Try to go somewhere like hotel right side. Try this out, for example.
I
Yeah,
don't know what
right there
this.
inside.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Can be one of the good examples because you're still able to support this Ryan while staying at the hotel and you split the enemy attention. Yeah. You need an off angle here on the main lane. You need some sort of destruction. Just staying on the main lane a little bit too long there. Yeah. Okay. The hotel can work. You can try to find the options to go around. Put more emphasis on the pressure. Pressure first, heal next. It's okay. Yeah, pressure first. This is good. Perfect. This is good what you do. It's okay if your Ryan dies. You need to just enable more active angles. The Symmetra, you can maybe Suzu later. Yeah, stuff like that. Try to get some kills going. That's okay. Done pretty well there with the pressure. You just need to do it right at the start. Try to find those off angles where it's more 90 angles, so that makes sense. Kind of perpendicular to where the core is.
Okay.
Because your first emphasis is on the pressure, it's not on the healing.
Okay.
Okay, find your 90 angle. Where is that gonna be? You can hug this left wall, for example. While your team is on the right side, yeah? Basically, just like that, yeah. That's okay. And then from here, you can maybe... Uh-huh, sure. It's okay. It's okay. You can set up your Kitsune later.
Okay.
It's fine. Yeah, that's alright. See, you need to be fine with getting trades. You need to be like, okay, if your backline dies sometimes, you don't need to prevent every death. It's not the thing about the support that you have to.
Mm.
You can enable that, Ryan. Yeah. Just find a good opportunity for your Kiriko ult.
Oh.
Can set up first and then look for the Kiri ult later. Make sure you go on some sort of angle. More 90 angle or 180 even. And going from behind. This is not bad there for sure. That was good. That was good angle there. Okay.
Mm.
Can help that Ryan a little or just push the rest. You have a big advantage. If you have a big advantage, you can ignore the setup slightly more, but it's right before the fight. You be ready. Okay, next fight, try to find creative Kitsune. You can even Kitsune from the flank. Yeah, just think about like,
Okay.
yeah, you can just create the pass towards your team. Yeah, you can maybe
Okay.
while your team is here. Yeah, this is a good start line for you to start with.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. If you're getting pushed, just reset. Yeah, you can go towards another position. All good.
Oh.
That's okay, it happens. We did okay overall, should be winnable fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's only it's only walking can get you there. You cannot
Yep.
TP right away. Uh-huh. Yeah. Once there's opportunity, you can go and TP. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice.
Oh no, I missed.
I was Was good intention though. Was good intention to Suzu there for sure. Okay, TPing out and
Oh my
that's
goodness.
okay. That's alright. Prepare for the next fight, it's fine. Find those again, 90 to 180 angle. Oh, nice. Your Reaper is doing a lot there. Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, setup is same as a before. Just get in a position. Think where you're gonna be. Maybe take more flanking angles. You can try this out too. Just
Oh no.
that's fine. Yeah, nice, good attention on Sombra.
Hmm.
Because they take an angle. Okay, and set up again. Oh well, you can help the Reaper, but after, make sure you set up again. Yep, this is fine position overall. Can kind of pincer the enemy. Can even come from the back sometimes, but yeah, be decisive. Make sure you commit. You do that. That's okay.
Hmm. Oh, Ryan's dead.
It's alright. If you know the fight is pretty close, you can look for softer angles sometimes. So maybe just wait for the enemy to walk towards your sidelines. Like in here, you have this high ground, or maybe you can set up on the top right in the window, and then the enemy walks, and then you start the pressure. Just make sure you have the Suzu for the actual fight. Yeah, like want to be careful.
Wow.
Just put once you set up, put emphasis on the cover. Just be careful with getting poked too much. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, set up first.
Damn. I might be dead.
Can survive maybe if you will climb my way. Okay, that's happens. Hack. Can turn this around with Hyokitsune next fight. Just make sure you set up first though. This is alright. Yeah,
Dang him.
there's a lot of stuff there too. Okay, you got a kill, so you guys can have a decent advantage the next fight. You have closer spawns, so just try to take different route from the rest of your team. Try to take soft angles somewhere. Like don't stay behind your tank. Stay somewhere else. Yeah. Like softer angles, right side, you can take it, or left side on the top.
Oh no.
Uncomfortable. And what happens? You just need to lean towards the right side or left. You stand in the
Okay.
main lane too long.
Yeah, I was kind of in the middle.
Usually the point is where the action's gonna happen anyway, so you don't wanna stand
Okay.
there because you just want to split the you want to split the enemy resources a little bit more. This
Hmm.
idea of angle helps. I understand sometimes if you need to stop the point, let's say you don't have any members on point, yeah, and everybody's dead, and I think it's okay to stay in the main lane there, but if not, then you can just go. You can just make sure they look at you, they look away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You can.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I do that a lot. Kind of in those big team fights, I could just sit in main.
Yeah, I mean
Not
it's
really.
it's a common thing. Yeah, it's just wanted to recognize it, make sure we push towards the right direction. I'm not saying there are no situations when you on the main. There are definitely some, yeah, especially when you have a big advantage, or you also realize that there's no other player you maybe been challenged from angles you've been pushed away. Well, sometimes you go back to main, but most of the time we shouldn't. If there's opportunity to go on some sort of angle for you as a carry, you should definitely do that. And
Hmm.
it's the
Okay.
pattern now. It seems that we're in the main a little bit too much. Yeah, that's for sure. We
Yes.
need to go away. Okay, some of the options for you, maybe try to use the high grounds more, or use the left hotel. Just find the options where you stay away from the main lane a little bit more. Same as before. Be ready to be challenged by the Sombras, Bastions, but more emphasis on angles. Think where you're gonna go. Make sure you set up. Even on attack, you have to be creative. Yeah, find the options. Okay, see your Reapers pushing. Maybe there's good opportunity for you to start doing something from the other angle. Yeah, well, that's okay. Don't worry. The first, yeah, it's alright. The first emphasis is the pressure. Always. The first thing is how do you apply pressure. So don't try to heal everything. Maybe help that Reaper out on the left. Yeah, help him out literally, or like, yeah, this right side can work. Okay, just might be a little bit too long angle, but it's okay. If you have this sweeper, you can try to help him out there, because he takes the shorter angles.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Try to support the Reaper, just go with them on the angle later, because he takes the short sideline.
Okay.
It's just, think about your quality of the angles as you're trying to also use a little bit more of a short range space as a Kiriko. Not too short, like shotgun, but have some distance, but relatively short. Short angles usually. Try to enable that Reaper next a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Okay, you set up on the angle now. Set up your pressure. Okay, just set up the pressure. It's okay. Your hog dies, but you have the good angle for the Kitsune too. Yeah, and you can even Kitsune there actually. Not a bad decision. Okay. Well, you guys a little bit overulted, but it's okay. They
Oh, they
also use
wasted
a lot.
bullets.
Yeah, they use a lot too, no problem. You just, I would say, as soon as you see good opportunity to start the fight with Kitsune from the back, just like that, why not?
Okay.
But yeah, it's fine. And see, there, your hogs dying, it's like not making too big of a difference because we put emphasis on the pressure. That's what we need. You don't want to heal everybody and like avoid everybody's deaths. You want to just control the areas better. Yeah, sure.
If I can hit my shots.
This is a good angle, I would say. A decent one, for sure. Fine. Watch out, Bastion. Fine, there was a good Blizzard. Did a lot of value for us. Okay, once the fight is over, set up. Set up typically
Okay.
around your Reaper. Just TP the Reaper. Just TP and help him. Yeah. Because Reaper is more flanky-ish sort of guy, too. You can literally sit with him. Just sit on the same angle
Okay.
with him. Yeah. As an example, yeah, obviously if he goes in back too deep, but you don't go. But this is a good
Okay.
position. 180 angle. Yeah, that's fine. Try to maybe scout who they might have. You also, yeah, be ready to get contested. But you can go from a back, like where the sweeper is going. You just help him. And pressure. Pressure first. It's okay to use Bastion ultimate. You might get some trades there going
Oh,
though.
that was bad.
No problem. That's okay. Use the Bastion ultimate, got some kills. You have your Kitsune back really soon, so you can establish the pressure from the angle. Sera first, and then Kitsune. Yeah. Can get closer. Just, use your shift if you like. Okay. Yeah. Get on the angle and set up your Kitsune. Oh, might be okay to confirm the fight, actually. Hmm. Well, you're winning it right now, actually, even without Kitsune, so no need. Okay. And set up again. Go in and set up. Take the position. Maybe take this high gun here or the opposite high gun is even better. See where the Reaper is? Yeah, this is even better one. And you can set up your Kitsune from here. It goes down towards the team.
Ooh,
Nice, good. That's what we want.
my Kitsune. Oh, shit.
Don't worry. That's fine. You can reset, set up your next pressure later. Still emphasis on setup. Probably set up as your Reaper. That's fine to take a lot of pressure. And you need to get in a position. You're a little bit too far in the back line. You need to get closer and angle. Yeah, this is better. And be ready, yeah. This guy, they will try to challenge you. Okay. Yeah, sure, sure. Good, good, good. Good stuff. Okay.
Oh,
Angle up and cover. Like this one, this room.
damn.
That's okay.
I think I'm dead.
The problem, I think, was good pressure from that top there for sure. It did quite a lot. You can repeat the same probably. I think there's almost no better position for you to start with. Just find what is the best time for you to start the pressure, and if you're rotating, go from cover to cover. But be careful, because you will need to change your position eventually. But once you took the angle, emphasis on cover. Okay, see where your Reaper's going. Might set up for them. Yeah, this is a good position, and you can think about your Kitsune from there later. Okay, they use that.
All right.
That's okay. Just take advantage of that.
Oh Jesus.
Not a bad winnable. Just get Diana. Nice. Good job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, winnable. You have better time.
Yep.
Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. Whether we're trying to just do that.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, more 180. This is exactly what you're aiming to do. It gets you a lot of value. Might again seem like that some of your teammates will die, but it's okay. Because the main emphasis on the pressure is the entire game. You don't want to save everybody. You want to rather make sure the pressure is increased on the area and then later heal your team.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, because the Reaper just TP'd in there and it was really the same, yeah. It was the same angle. It's okay, it happens. Okay, you have the Tracer now. Probably there's gonna be more setup around your Tracer. And do the small 180 angles. You don't want to be on the same lane here on... See where this blue line is? You don't want to be
Yeah.
here on the same blue line usually. Try to find another angle. Maybe use hotel right, or literally even use the opposite high ground near the statue on the left. Yeah, you're looking at it right on the left. Yeah, yeah. That to the left of the statue. Just as an example. Okay, you have Reaper too. Well, I can literally maybe try to sit with them as a start. Just try the stuff out, see how that works. Because more flanky 180 angles, I think, are fine. In general, if possible.
Ooh, yikes.
It's okay. You can Suzu. Oh, almost. You can sit here. You have cover. Just be ready to give this position out. But it's okay. You can sit. Sit for now here because your Reaper is here. Might get some kills going. That's
Damn.
fine.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. You can choose different position now. Maybe using the hotel later. Yeah, it's okay. Your teammates died at the first fight. That's no problem.
Yikes. Oh, nice.
Survive. Yeah, cover. Careful. Okay, set up your angle. Make sure you... Well, could play around the Reaper if you like. If you can get up there, it's not bad of a position. Oh, your Reapers got hooked. Okay. Yeah, you guys just gotta group up a little. But Yeah, if you have this flanky option, take advantage of that. The enemy, they might win the next fight, but still think how you can do more pressure on them with your position. You can maybe even go to the left or like this wall. Yeah,
Oh,
careful.
damn.
Yeah, they have a lot of ultimates because they won 2 fights in a row. The next fight you will have a big advantage because you have your ultimates coming up. Reaper,
Mhm.
expect probably Reaper Nano, stuff like that.
Yes. Hmm. Why so fast?
Now there's a big snowball, but you will have your Kitsune next fight. Make sure you can initiate with that later. It's okay, just stay alive. Make sure stay alive and initiate with your Kitsune once the fight starts. Oh, you can actually kill that too.
Oh, I
Was
should have that.
close. Was close. Fine. You can snowball them the same way.
Yeah.
There's no problem. Just make sure being proactive is your position and repeat the same thing as we did before. You can maybe set up around your Reaper. If there's no Reaper, take your own angle, stuff like that. That right side is usually really good. But your Reaper most likely will to be there, so you can easily set up as your first sweep step. Game.
So you think I should go over there on that high
Usually,
ground?
yeah. Usually this is slightly better because you're away from your core, you so enough the enemy. But later you have to move even deeper. Watch out for your Reaper. He will help you out. You can use your TP to just TP through there, this choke, through all of that pressure there. Yeah, I mean, you can just start walking first, and then later, yeah, you can find the way to go on the angle. Yeah, go with the Reaper. Can go with the Reaper right now. Yeah, no problem. Oh, well, I need to beat out, but this is okay. Okay, can use the hotel now. Just go with the Reaper, hotel, left side. Yeah, no problem. Establish the pressure. No problem. Nice. Good. You help out your Reaper, more pressure on the map. Nice. And this is more 90, 180 angle. Yeah, you could continue, but it's okay. I would say you could maybe even stay there longer. Okay. Same same stuff next fight. Prepare, setup, emphasis on cover though, right after. So, yep, no problem. Happens.
Damn.
Just bad cover usage saves you there, but it's okay.
Okay.
Happens. They will try to hook you, yeah, they will try, but if you can't break line of sight, then you can dodge the hook. You just need to play closer to some sort of structure. Vertical structures there, for example, so you can break the hook. It's okay.
Hmm.
Set up first with the Reaper. Set up with the Reaper. Just defeat the Reaper right now. Just help him out. Yeah. Help him out and
Oh, I'm dead.
that's okay. No. You can survive. Just use wall climb. That's okay. It's just they have
Oh,
an ultimate. Yeah.
huge.
That's what I was. Yeah. because it's it's just high value anyway for you.
You're joking.
Yeah. You see, even though you died, the hook has been on you, right? And you dodged.
Okay,
You could have dodged it maybe, but you helping the big pressure to just do more, and that's why. That's why this is happening. Okay, same stuff. So a lot of people think that's bad to die. No, a lot of times okay. Okay, establish the next more 90 180. I think you need to take top if possible. It's right above. Okay, you can kitsune from here too, but you just yeah, you need some sort of softer, yeah, any angle approach. Okay, okay, okay. Nice. Confirm the objective, sure. Okay, and you get a set up again. You need set up as your Reaper probably one more time. Yeah, good walk in there. Yeah, good, 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 good. Okay. Looking good. You can maybe get the Ana too. Yeah, easily, easily killable. Nice. Set up your next pressure. Watch the Reaper.
okay,
Or you can just walk somewhere. Yeah, this side. Okay, this is good. This is good already. You can start from this window right there and start the pressure.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, 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 good.
Hog, hog.
Looking good, Suzu. Careful, stay out of the range.
Oh no, no.
I would maintain. Oh well,
No way.
was so close there actually.
Yeah.
Was decent.
I tried to Suzu to keep everyone safe from the blizzard.
Yeah, I would say Suzu was good. I think you just stay there probably longer. You see,
Okay.
you probably would have won it. I think just polish that slightly more. This angle approach would be great. Like honestly, the game was really good. I think when we started implementing this more and more, especially being on the angle, that's nice. Really, it's just the things we mentioned today. Those needs slight more polishing. I think one
Yeah.
is what is the exact position for you to take, and another is how you use cover, so you will have your abilities. I think let's just go over this game a little. I'll give a few examples, and then at the end we can summarize. But yeah, just send me this game. Okay. Oh, so I will not forget your readjusting sensitivity, readjusting
Okay.
the aim. You can use this website here. Can you see my stream now?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So this is really good one. It's called PSA method. You can use it to adjust your sensitivity. It feels like your sensitivity is a little bit too high, and yes, on average it's also high, but still, it not. You can make it work, but probably you'll notice that there are gonna be better improvements if you lower your sensitivity. So what you need to do is follow what article says. I will give a just brief explanation. You will need to put in your sensitivity in here. So for you it was 11, I think. And what
Mm-hmm.
this website does, it gives you higher sensitivity and lower sensitivity. And you will need to play with both of those sensitivities. Just play Kiriko and see how it works, what feels better. Maybe try out Vaxta, maybe try out Deathmatch. I think Vaxta is okay for this exercise. Just put in that both of those sensitivities and see what works better. Let's say lower would work better, okay? You choose lower and then you repeat the same actions again. And then later maybe it will be higher, okay? Then repeat that. I think you have to repeat this process through just 6 or 8 times, and yeah, it will give you your sensitivity. So let's say you've done this 7 times in a row, 6 times, yes, seven times in a row, and then it gives you sensitivity. Just try this out, see how it works. But usually there's good method in just identifying what is the better sense. And I suggest you use that when you warmed up. Just warm up before. Yeah, maybe like even now you warmed up. Maybe right after our session, just try out this here and see if it works for you. I'm gonna write down so I'll not forget in the tasks. Yeah, warm up, a PSA method. Make sure you try this out. Yeah, make sure we will not forget. Okay, this one does it make sense or any
Oh yeah.
questions?
Yep. All good.
Nice, perfect, perfect. And about the gameplay, wait, I think you sent me. Oh, yeah, right there. This is a King Zero. Yeah, so the start was a little bit difficult in terms of the angles, but
Mm.
you could see the because your team set up this way. What do you think are your options? Maybe looking again to for 90 or 180 angles. Where could you been right away?
Um, I guess I could take a 90 angle here.
Which one? Which one do you think would be better?
Um,
Just
hotel
specifically with the
maybe.
position. Yeah, what kind of position you want to take?
Um, like kind of to the right of Ryan. I don't really know.
Yeah, hotel. Yeah, I like this one to be honest. See,
Okay.
what it does is because you will be hidden from widow, you will be hidden from long range pressure. I think this is quite good. Some people sometimes do that as well, where they set up here literally,
Hmm.
and later you can set up the flanky option just this way. You can also, if the fight evolves towards this side, you can stay here. You as a Kiriko, you can a lot of times definitely lean towards 180 angles. It's always, well, not always, but a lot of times it's a good situation for you because you turning the enemy attention around, you're making them look around, and this is what's been happening a lot later. You will see when you actually do that. I think it gets a lot of value. Yes, some of your teammates might die, but again, as I mentioned, your main priority is putting more emphasis towards the pressure, making sure you just help out the pressure to be happening, especially shows towards the end. When you've been doing that, I think that helped with the Reaper ultimate. You could see, well, when you TP it in, yeah, it might seem that we died, but because you helped him out and most importantly, you did establish your angle. You forced the enemy to look at you. So we'll see there, I would say, yeah, you needed to be to him right away. You help this angle to do something. And then you make these guys to turn around. Your team can easily push in. And now, even though somebody will be frozen, maybe the sun is frozen, suddenly she's not as affected. Yeah, suddenly she's not dead. Because so much attention goes towards you. Um, you could live. The emphasis on after you set up is just how you use cover. Living is trying to dodge with using verticality, maybe wall climb, maybe making sure we just use the cover, trying to break the hook, stuff like that. But this really shows a good example where we tried to go Reaper, just did quite a lot with this pressure because of it, and I think even later you will notice those 180 flank approach. Yeah, you will just go here. This is really good position, or being on top as well. Try to do that more. I would say when you have ultimate too, don't forget that it's a good, yeah, it's a good thing to do for you a lot of times because you're trying to pincer an enemy, thinking about it as a we're trying to establish more flanky angle and create a pass towards your team. You will see it right there, for example. Maybe you have this zone where you fight, even though you're this position. This is really, really good because your teammates will still be affected by the Kiriko ultimate, and you're doing the Spencer stuff. You're trying to sandwich the enemy team a little bit more. When they actually walking inside this area, inside where it's gonna be, we're trying to just pincer them from a back, just like that. Yeah, you not scaring them away too early, like sometimes people do when they set up with their team. Yeah, it's not too bad of an ultimate too sometimes, but especially yeah, in this case you took kind of softer angle to the left, so it might work. But try to also bait out the enemies sometimes to walk. It's okay for them to just walk a little bit and then answer with your ultimate. Yeah, pincer them a little bit more. Definitely fine. You maybe could also find some of the good opportunities to do that on just before were a lot of good times. I just want to search for Yeah, maybe let's say now, just random fight. Oh, that was a good example of you actually taking the pincer. Watch this. You have your team over here. They push from
Oh yeah.
this main spot here. You set up as your Reaper. This is 180 angle. We're coming this way, and this is okay. We created a pass towards your team. Definitely don't hesitate if you can initiate with ultimate. It's fine. Usually, if it's in even fight, normal fight, here it's 4v4, I believe. Yeah, 4v4. So you can just initiate with ultimate coming from a back. Not too bad. You pincer them, and just help out your teammates. Important thing why to why it's important to not hesitate is because you can prevent your teammates from using their ultimates too. Think about it this way: if you initiate early now, then you win this fight, and your teammates will think, okay, we probably don't need to nano, or we don't need to just use
Oh
the
yeah.
Reaper ult. Yeah, your Kiriko ultimate is really good at initiating, or I think we had the session with you on Juno before. Juno ultimate is also good at initiating the fight. Nano is also good at initiating, but because you cannot control what your Ana will do, you rather initiate your own ultimate first, usually. Just purely the ranked mindset, looking at it from this perspective. Yeah. They're also used a lot actually at the end, which
Yeah,
is
they
which is
wasted
great.
too.
Yeah, but it's kind of they used it as in response to a lot of your ultimates. But yeah, you could definitely have better ult economy at the end if you initiate. But sure, let's see your next. Yeah, I think your next ultimate's gonna be somewhere around here. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, that's where we try to go on the angle. I would say you could see this opportunity. We could maybe even go up here and just try to establish the ultimate from this direction. Well, it might sometimes you will notice it might seem a little bit awkward with the map structure. You will maybe not have exact clear 180 angle, but to give you a Siri example, if your team is pushing this way, position A, then you could even try to position from B, just try to pincer again, if possible. I would say, why not? You could also maybe try to set up as your Reaper. Yeah, so see, this is not too bad of example. You try to take a TP there, and then use the ultimate from here. You have to be fast, though, but possible. One of the possibilities. Does it make sense so far, or any
Mm-hmm.
questions? Yeah, so that mainly it. More pincering, more polishing, taking angles. At the end, you started doing that more. From what I saw, your ability usage is pretty decent. I think the part of the reason why it is because you've been practicing those kind of custom games. Your Suzu timings were good. I think TPing out was a lot of times done at a good time, but sometimes it feels that, and we mentioned that at the first game, is you need to put more emphasis on cover once took the position. Might be good example right after you took the point here. For example, yeah, I think it was somewhere around here. Yeah, you had 1 minute left, and then you go on the angle. Here, your big emphasis is on applying pressure too, but you need to also play closer to cover. See, now the problem with your position is whenever you have that much of a distance between the enemy and your cover, using this is where it usually happens. This is where it usually you might get hooked or you might get easily slapped because you don't have enough time to hide. What you want to be doing ideally here is maybe lean back a little bit more. See, your cover, it's not necessarily always those vertical structures. They can also be horizontal. You can lean back too, or you can use combination of both. It's just that is something we're gonna talk about later too in our sessions. If we, yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with the cover, but so far it's just this simple idea. You need to be able to break line of sight with the enemy as much as possible. I'm seeing it as a okay. I'm placing the enemy really close to this piece of cover, can break their line of sight instantly. This is decent for me. Or using this vertical structure, okay, go left, right, is what we
Mm-hmm.
call peak shooting. On the Kiriko, it's really useful. You would be peak shooting either this way, go left, right, yeah, left, peek, and shoot. Go back, peek and shoot, go back. Or you could also try to do this peak shooting where you go back, forward, shoot, back, forward, shoot. More preferable trying to eat this strafe, yeah, going left and right because of the those guys aiming at you, but you know that the idea is that you need to first of all at least use the some sort of structure because this is where this guy got you. This is exactly the reason because I think you even try to react, but it's just you're
Just
not
rushing
able
over.
to you're not able to instantly hide from him, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because of the how we using the cover. It's okay though. Sometimes you might notice through this game small stuff like that was happening, but it's okay. I really like the examples where we went to the angle and then you killed the Sombra, but I want you to because sometimes it felt like we were surprised by the Sombra or just somebody challenging us on the angle. Really
Mhm.
put more emphasis on scouting tracking strats. You need to try to press stab a little bit more as well. I think it's a big helper. Just before every fight, press stab and check what they might have. Your idea is with scouting is
Oh,
track something. Yeah, start with tracking one, two strats, and later you're gonna predict their position. Just maybe your exercise can be go in a game, track their sombra, and every fight, before every fight, think where they will be, where their position will be. Maybe you expect them to take this position up there. Okay, cool. Then you can just try to challenge them. You can try to get a kill, maybe push them away. Once you dealt with them, you can do something else later. Just be ready. Yeah, scout track one, two threats for now. Yeah, just as initial exercise and predict where the threats will be. That's what I would start with. And I would also add to the list, yeah, press tab before every fight. Okay, I think it's a good time to summarize. Yeah, we have quite a lot of notes, so yeah, what are the main ideas we went over today?
um, taking off angles, 90, 180 angles if you can before every fight. Cover is a big thing. Just
Hmm.
like you just said, pressing tab. Um, I don't know what else. Tell me.
When we taken in a position, what was what allows you to set up the position faster? Remember, what do you need to do more?
Swift step.
Yeah, so you stop more exactly. So you stop first, and then later you get it back for the actual fight. Do that more,
Mhm.
like you did during that game. I think it was using it much more, setting up as your Reaper, maybe setting up as your Tracer, stuff like that. If there's nobody else, nobody on the angle, it's okay. You can take your own, but use your teammates as a setup tool anyway. Maybe somebody is more frontlining, you can TP to them. Okay, 90 to 180 angles, cover usage. So far is just with cover, I would say try to minimize your hitbox. Let's say that because I use this as a reference. You need to make sure there's really not as much space between your cover and the enemy. So instead of it being like, let's say you here up on this high ground, instead of having a lot of space going from A to B this way, we just want to remove that open space and try to have something like this, where the enemy is close to cover. That's what I want to say. Minimize the hitbox. Minimize your hitbox. Okay. And scouting. Yeah, what about scouting?
Um, um, I guess kind of see what they have, like what heroes they're using, and where they are positionally.
Yeah, so starting with, I highly suggest because there's a lot of information you can track. Let's just start with tracking threats for now, and something we can talk about later, obviously, even more is what else you can scout for, what else you can look for. There's a lot of information. Information is the most important, but for now, we'll just start with threats. Once you know where the threats are, then do something. And remember, overall, we just follow this 3-step plan. Take the position. After that, be ready to control the position. That is where threats are coming in, and then later you simply use the position. Okay, you simply try to shoot, maybe go on something, yeah, use your ultimate, stuff like that. Okay, for the most part, it seems that's it. Do you have any final questions?
I don't think so. I think I'm good.
Okay, if there are no questions, then I will see you later, and